come and take a stand up, please. Just like we normally do. Trying to keep, it's a bit blowy here, so I'm trying to keep everything anchored down so that it doesn't, yeah, you can see me okay. That's good. I don't normally have this many clothes on. I've got so many clothes on. Right, so just like we normally do, flip over onto the top of one foot and start to give your toes a little bit of a stretch out. Now we're back, familiar territory, and change direction. We haven't done this yet this week, you see, guys. We haven't done this warm up yet. We've got this story. They've got this story to come. Okay, and then flick it out of your foot. Stay balanced and turn circles with your toes. And then change direction. Nicely done, well done. And then we will bring that foot down, take the other foot behind and do this. Everything has frozen my end. Yeah, you're back. We're back. Can you hear, did you lose me a minute then? Yeah, I thought so.
You froze.
Sorry. We might just have to cope with that a little bit, okay? Because I can't guarantee the signal is strong. All right, flick it out. Turn circles with your toes. I know most of you know this sequence nearly off by heart, so change direction. You know what to do. Okay. And then lovely. Bring the feet together, knees bent, hands just above the knees, and give the knees a little bit of a circle. Perfect. And then change direction. Good. Gently come back to center, come up to stand and lift all of your toes off of the floor. Really firm the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together and raise your arms all of the way up above your head into the space above you. Look up if you can, and then lower the toes and lift the heels and give the calves a big old squeeze and hold your balance. For 3, 2, 1. And gently come down, hands down, heels down. And then sink into your hips again, stick the bottom out and twirl your tailbone in a circle behind you. Now, in a minute, for those of you that are not on to mute, it might be a good idea to put yourselves onto mute, okay? Just don't worry too much. But yeah, change direction with the twirls. Thank you. Okay. So once we've gone both ways, we'll do the balance and then you can put yourselves onto mute if you haven't yet. So come up to stand, squeeze up the inner thighs, lift all of your toes off of the floor and raise your arms up towards the sky. Now, when you're ready, keep looking up, put the toes down, lift the heels, squeeze the calves. Don't worry if you're wobbly, it's all part of the fun. And then slowly take a twist. Twist, twist, twist. You can do it. That's it. Nice. And then gently come back and twist the other way. Good job. And then slowly come back, hands down, heels down, and just give it a little bit of shake out. Okay, turn sideways on your mat, please. Step your feet apart and take your toes out to the sides. Start with your hands on your hips and just swirling your hips in a figure of 8 kind of circle. Until you get a little bit lower down, so the hips get closer to the floor, make sure your knees are comfy. And then with that sort of same kind of snaky hip thing going on, can you link your fingers and start to roll your wrists? Lovely, yeah. There's a lot to think about all at once, isn't there? It's like, oh, what am I doing? Okay, gently come up to stand. So just gentle circles up to stand. Now change the spin of your wrists and maybe change the link of your fingers. So you're spinning the other way. And then you're just going to go straight down and come back up again. And straight down and up. So as you come down, just keep lengthening the tailbone down, lift the chest up. And then as you come up, squeeze the tops of the thighs strong. Again, down and up. And then last one, down, stay down. Do little pulses. Good job for 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to stand. Lovely. Shake it out with your hands, your elbows, and your shoulders. And then heel toe your feet just a little bit closer together. Hinge at the hips and start to swing your arms across the front of your body. Excellent. So you're alternating which arm goes in front of the other. Are you muting yourself, Debbie? Yay, that's it. You've done it. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take right arm over left arm. And when that happens, you're either going to give yourself a hug or you're going to wrap your arms into eagle arms. With the tips of your elbows, draw a circle in the air in front of you. One more circle and come back towards the center. Take an inhale and move the elbows slightly forwards and spread your shoulder blades a little bit apart. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Again, inhale, move your shoulders, spread the shoulder blades, elbows forwards, and exhale. And then last one, inhale, keep the shape and fold over the legs. So keep the knees a little bit bent, hang yourself all of the way down and take a little bit of a sway from side to side. Come back towards the center, take an inhale and push into the feet to come up to stand. Elevate the elbows up into the air, firm the backs of the legs and open the front body. And then gently come back to neutral and release. Swing the arms. Perfect. Well done, everyone. Okay. Now we're going to take left arm over right arm. So when that happens for you, wrap your arms up in your preferred choice. Could be a hug, could be eagle. Then 2 or 3 circles with the tips of your elbows, just loosening your shoulder blades off of the back of your body. Good. And change direction. Lovely. Back towards the center, 3 breaths, same as the other side. So inhale, elbows forward, spread shoulder blades apart. And exhale, come back to a neutral position. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. One more time. Inhale. And then fold down as you exhale. So keep the knees really soft. Just hang your head down and take a little sway from side to side if that feels good. Perfect. Come back towards the center. Press into the feet to rise up. Elbows lift. Firm the legs. Squeeze the backs of the thighs and take a little back bend. And then gently release. Swing the arms again. Good. And then heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Come up to stand and take one arm in front, one arm behind. And we take a little spin on the spot. Perfect. Feel like if you want to turn your toes out a little bit, that's fine. If you want to bend your knees and take a little bounce up and down. All right. So we won't spend too long here, but we'll start to slow things down. Gradually come to a still place and take your time. And when you get there, walk your feet back underneath your hips. You can have your feet together if you prefer. You're going to lift the tip of one ear up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to do the other side, lift the tip of the ear up. And just go side to side again into the neck. And then begin to tilt into a side bend. Just to your own measure. Doesn't have to be deep. It can just be to where you feel like going. Make sure the legs stay firm and the feet are anchored into the floor, that you're resisting the floor. Good. And then last one on each side, making sure that you're just even, making sure you've done both sides equally. Perfect. Then come back towards the center. Lovely stuff. Give your shoulders a bit of a shrug backwards. You can face this way, Roger, if you want. You can turn this way. And then when you're ready, come back towards the center and just turn your head. Doesn't matter which way, but turn your head, look over one shoulder and come back. Turn your head, look over the other shoulder and come back. Lovely. Now tip your chin towards your chest and look downwards towards the ground. Tip your face up towards the ceiling and look up. Again, looking down. Now letting the shoulders round a little bit. And then rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest, looking up. Rolling forwards, bending the knees a little bit and letting the upper body hang. And then rolling backwards. Imagine I've got a hold of your wrists and I'm just gently taking you into a little bit of a back bend. And then forwards, bending the knees. Let the fingertips touch down onto the floor. Hang the head. And then rise all of the way up. Inhaling, come up towards the ceiling with your hands, palms meet. And exhale, hands towards your heart when you are ready. Step forwards towards the top of your mat, please, if you're not already there. Okay. And then we will begin our sun salutations. All right. So take an inhalation all of the way up. Palms meet above your head. And then swan dive down towards the ground. So come into a full forward fold and tip your chin towards your chest. Take a halfway lift, look along the floor in front. And then hands down towards the floor, step back to a plank and pop your knees down onto the ground. Looking good, everybody. Take some shoulder circles over your wrists to get them warmed up. There's a little bit less emphasis on the wrists today, you might be pleased to know, and a little bit more emphasis on the forearms. So change direction, please, with these shoulder circles. So you might feel a little bit easier, but obviously modify whatever we do today and do whatever you feel comfortable with. That's really, really important. Okay, come back towards the center, please. Touch the toes, lift the tail, lift the chest, lift the chin, look out in front. And then keep that space. Look at where your thumbs are and just drop your chest between your thumbs. Then push back up. We're going to do this twice more. Yay, everybody's favorite. Coming down and up. Yeah, you could do it, Fiona. And down and up. Oh, yes. Now this time come down and swoop into cobra pose. So your legs are nice and long. You're pulling your chest forwards. And then when you're ready, lift onto your knees, tuck your toes, and find a downward facing dog, please. Have a pedal. Ease out the backs of your legs, stretch out your hamstrings, stretch out your ankles. Okay. And then make your way gently up again towards the top of your mat. Fold over both legs, hang down. And on an inhale, rise all of the way up. Palms meet above your head. And exhale, hands down towards your heart center. We're going to repeat that. So inhale all the way up. Swan dive down to ground. Really strong, nice, firm legs. But if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Good. Hands to floor. Make your way. If you want to step, you want to jump, go for it. It's up to you. And then if you want to, you can do your knees, chin, chest into cobra, or you can come with me for chaturanga. And then an upward facing dog with nice, straight, strong arms. And then rolling back to a downward facing dog. Okay, hang the head in between the arms. Take 2 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Draw the belly in and lift the tailbone higher. 1 more breath. Inhale, breathe into the back of your body. And breathe out, draw the navel in. Lovely. Look forward, start to breathe in, walk up or jump up towards the top of your mat. Good, hang down as you breathe out, exhale. Rise up as you inhale, grow tall, come all the way up to stand, palms meet. And then exhale, hands down towards your heart center. Super stuff. Just rest your hands out by your sides for a moment. Roll your shoulders back and take a couple of breaths here. Just feeling a little bit taller, a little bit longer, a little bit stronger in your posture. Doesn't take a lot, does it? But to change the dynamics of the body and change the way we feel. And we've just been moving for just over 15 minutes. So that's all it takes. Just a little bit of time. Okay. Now, this is where the fun begins. So we're just going to have a play this morning. Do what you feel comfortable with. And if you need to rest, rest. If you need to modify, modify to the safety of your own body. So do what feels right for you. Bring your feet together, if possible, please. So you're firming between the inner thighs. You're standing in PPE. So this is hands down by your sides like a soldier. Crown of the head, so the very top of the head up towards the ceiling. Okay. There's activity between the inner thighs as you gently encourage the legs to move closer together and you get a little bit stronger on the inner leg region. Okay, so you're working your adductors, very good for your stability and for your knees and the health of your hips. So from here, we're going to come into a chair pose. So both arms up in front, bottom sinks down below, out behind you. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Good job. When you're ready, inhale. And as you exhale, fold all of the way down over both legs and take the arms up to the ceiling behind you. Just like before, imagine I've got hold of your wrists. I'm gently holding onto your hands. Now, from here, swoop the hands forwards and up. And as you come up to stand, lift your left knee up in front of you, please, like Karate Kid. Perfect, left knee. Now, left leg is going to float out behind you and the arms are going to go with you. So the arms are out behind, the left leg is out behind. So you're in a sort of warrior 3 variation. Then let the left toes find the floor behind you. And also the left knee finds the floor behind you. And slowly the right arms come up above your head and you open your chest. Now fold over a straight front leg. So the hips go backwards, the right leg straightens, the toes come off the floor and you fold forwards. Now plant, right foot back down, bend right knee, arms up and lift back knee up. You're into a balancing warrior now. Really nice. Spin the back heel down if you can, straighten the front leg and fold over the straight leg, sorry, and take both arms out behind you, just like you have been. So there's all this swoopy motion going on. Now rise back up. So arms up, front knee bends, lift the back heel a little bit. And now I'm going to turn with my back to you. So just be mindful of that. Bring your hands to prayer. Turn your left toes to the back end or the back left corner of your mat. And then with a straight right leg, sink down to a Skandasana. Now notice my left heel is lifted off of the floor, and that's fine to do that. If you can keep your heel on the floor, go for it. But if you're happy to not put the heel down, then that's fine. Now we're going to turn fully to the back of the mat. You are putting your right hand on the floor and lifting your left arm up towards the ceiling. So you got a little bit of a spin going on. Beautiful. Now come back to Skandasana. So left leg is bent, right leg is straight. So you're just coming in back in reverse. Good job. Now you're going to come up to stand. Right leg is going to plant, right foot plants, right knee bends. Both arms are coming up. Perfect. And then go backwards, left hand behind the waist, right hand over the top of your head. Good job. Now straighten the right leg, the front leg. Take the right arm forwards, cartwheel the left arm over the top of the head, and pull the right hip backwards. Nice, well done. Now slowly turn your heart down towards the ground. You can bend your front knee as this happens and spin up your back heel. So you're here in this kind of funny like arrow shape. I always call this like an arrow pointing forwards. Beautiful. You're doing grand. Put both hands on the floor. Walk your right foot a little bit wider. And let's do it with the hands on the floor for this first time. Sorry, let's put this earbud back in because it's come out. There we go. And what I want you to do, I'm going to keep your hands on the floor just for this first time. But if you want, you can put your elbow onto the floor. So it could be that you do it that way. Okay. You're then going to take your right leg out behind you and roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. So you're balancing. And if you want, take your right arm off the floor. Okay, nice. Bend your right knee, take your foot to the floor behind you. And it's like you've come into wild thing, which might be more awkward because your elbow's on the floor. That's fine. Okay, I lost my earphone again. I need to tape them. I did say I was going to tape them into my ear. Now, this is where it gets more fun, even more fun. Bring the right foot down, bring the right hand or the right elbow onto the floor, your choice. Turn onto the inside edge of your left foot and take your right leg underneath you out to the side. See, it's like you're doing a fallen triangle on the other side. Good job. Take both elbows onto the floor or both hands onto the floor and take right leg out behind you. Good. Pop your left knee down and bring your left knee towards your nose. Inhale, take your left foot all of the way up to the ceiling, lift your chest and lift your chin. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose again. Now from here, lift the right leg up to the ceiling and lift the left leg off of the floor and come into dolphin pose, one-legged dolphin. Good job. Put the foot down, lift back up onto the hands and find a downward facing dog. From your down dog, take a vinyasa or take a rest. So this is knees, chin, chest or chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog whenever you're ready. So just take your time and meet me back in down dog. Looking good, everybody. Well done. Nice. We then make our way back up to the top of the mat, all the way forwards and hang down over both legs. Feet can come together, inner thighs nice and strong. And then rise up, take a big inhale all the way up. Palms meet, exhale, hands to heart. Go straight back up to the sky and sink into chair. When you're in chair, you're going to fold forward, straighten the legs, take the arms out behind you. Now as you come up to stand, hover the right leg up in front and lift both arms like Karate Kid. Swoop right leg back, take both arms back out into the space behind you. Don't worry if you're wobbly, it's all part of the fun. And then take right toes to the floor at the back of your mat and lower the back knee and then sweep both arms up into a crescent lunge. Good job. Now we fold over the straight front leg and take the arms out behind. So straighten the left leg, lift the left toes. Very nice. Now come back up into balancing warrior. So lift the back knee. Don't worry if you're wobbly. It's all part of the fun, as I said. Now we're going to take prayer hands, spin the toes and sink towards the back of your mat. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Skandasana. So you can stay here or you turn fully to the back of the mat. Left hand goes to floor and right hand goes up towards the sky. Come back. So you're back into Skandasana. Remember what I said, you can leave your heel on the floor or lift. And then we kind of come back into sort of a warrior two. So left toes all plants, left knee bends, arms are up. So you're back almost facing the top of your mat. That's it. Well done, everybody. Go backwards. So right arm around the back of the waist, left arm over the top. Perfect. And then straighten the front leg and both arms go forwards. Imagine you're holding onto a beach ball and you want to give that beach ball to a friend. Now turn your heart and your right hip towards the mat. Spin up the back heel, maybe shorten your stance or come into sort of a warrior two back foot position and reach both hands forwards. Good job. From here, we're going to put both hands on the floor, bend the front knee. You might need to wiggle the back toes a little bit further back. And remember, you can stay on your hands. I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to the edge of your right foot. Left foot goes out behind you. Left arm lifts up. Or you are doing it with your forearm on the floor to make it just a little bit more into the shoulder. Now take the left foot to the floor behind you and lift the hips up. Whoops. I'm going to wobble all over the place. You're right there, Anne. I can see you watching. Good. And then you come back, maybe on the forearms, maybe on the hands. I'll show you on the hands because we've got more shape. But the left foot then comes underneath and you roll and lift your right arm up. That's it. Straighten your right legs. Good job. Very nice. Come back down with the right hand, lower both forearms to the floor and lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. And then take your nose towards your knee and curl under. Inhale, take the foot back up. And exhale, curl under again. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back into a downward facing dog. And you take a little vinyasa of your choice, or you take a rest into child's pose. Okay, meet me back in downward facing dog. And then we make our way up to the top of the mat and fold down over both legs and come all of the way back up to stand. Arms up, nice and high, well done. And exhale, hands towards your heart. Good, well done. Take a bit of a rest for a moment. Grab a drink if you want one. I'm going to do the same. Headphones are so slippy in my ears. You have to take on a lot of water after this. It's so hot here. But not complaining, never complaining. Okay, so back to the top of your mat. I'm watching you. I can see you down here on my screen, so I can really pay attention to your practice. It's really nice, actually, because I'm filming you on my phone. I can't watch myself. That's a good thing. So I'm more paying attention. Okay, back to Samasthiti, please. Shoulders roll back, fingers lengthen down. Inner thighs firm, even if the inner thighs are not close or touching or anything, just still firm the inner thighs and just feel that gentle lift up through your body. Okay, so we begin. Let's go. Up into chair pose. Let's go. Inhale. Then forward fold, exhale. Now, if you want, you can take the hands and link them behind your back as you fold forwards and down. Let go of the hands, come into Karate Kid with the left knee up. Float the left leg out behind, take the arms out wide and high, out behind you. Then let left toes find the floor, left knee finds the floor and rise up into a crescent lunge. Good. Fold over the front leg, lift the front toes, take the hands out behind. And then plant the right foot back down, rise up, balancing warrior. Nicely done. You can keep the back heel lifted if you want this time and fold over a straight front leg and just feel your way into this kind of pyramid variation. Then rise back up by bending the front knee, pushing into the floor, and then pry the hands, spin the left toes to the back of the mat and sink into Skandasana. Turn fully to the back of the mat, either the forearm on the floor or the hand, and lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Very nice. Come back to Skandasana. Good. And then reframe. So the right toes point to the top of the mat, the left toes turn in a little bit, and we're here into this variation of warrior two. Good. Reverse the warrior. Take the left hand behind the waist. Keep bending the front knee. And then straighten the front leg. Hold your beach ball and take the hands forwards. Keep a hold of the beach ball, but turn your heart and your hips to the floor, and maybe just baby step your foot closer so that you can re-square your hips and reach the hand forwards. Nicely done. Now bring hands to floor. Good. So this is the trickiest bit. You can either leave the hand on the floor or the elbow. I'm going to roll onto the outside edge of the back foot and lift arm and leg. Now take the foot behind you, plant it on the floor and come into wild thing. Nice. Now bring right hand to floor, right foot up, and take the right leg under the left leg out to the side and lift left arm up. Well done. Gently come back to center, maybe lower both forearms to the floor and take the right leg up. And as you exhale, bring nose to knee. And then inhale, take the foot up high. Bring nose to knee. And then foot up high. Find your downward dog. This is your dolphin, actually. So plant both hands on both feet down, both forearms down, and take your heart towards your knees. And then slowly lift yourself up and come into a down dog proper. Either rest in child's pose or take a vinyasa. So plank, chaturanga or knees to chest, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Well done. Breathe in and breathe out. Another breath in, breathe into your upper body and breathe out from your belly. Make your way up to over both legs, hang down. And then take a big inhale, rise all of the way up, arms wide, arms lift, fingers up high, good job. Palms meet, hands down towards your heart center. Excellent. Other side. Feet can be together, thighs can be together if you like, or apart, but just firm the inner legs. Hands down to the sides for some of BTE. Good. And then chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Either the hands come out behind or link the fingers, whatever feels right for your shoulders. And then swoop arms back up and in front and hover right knee up, Karate Kid. Take the leg out behind, lift the leg as high as you can out behind you. Arms also out behind like you're flying. Toes find the floor, right knee finds the floor, and arms swoop up, crescent lunge. Half splits pose, straightening the front leg, lifting the front toes and folding forwards over the front leg, good. And then planting the left foot down, lifting the back knee up and rising. Straighten the front leg. You can spin the heel to the floor if you want for more stability, but just fold over the front leg. And then back to balancing warrior, front knee bends. Excellent. Prayer the hands, spin to the sides, turn your toes and sink down towards your right knee. Good. And then facing the back of your mat, turning more, either your left hand down or your left forearm down, your choice, and taking your right arm up to the ceiling as you spin. Again, don't worry, you'll come back in a minute. Don't worry, we're here. I'm waiting. I can see you. We lost the connection. So we're back into like our little warrior positions. Good. And now reverse the warrior. So right hand around the back, left arm over the top. Good. Well done. And then hold your beach ball, straighten your front leg, take a side bend. Good. Turn towards the top of your mat. Maybe step right foot across and reframe a little bit, and then reach forwards over the left thigh. Spin up the back heel, either put right hand on the floor or right elbow, your choice. Roll onto the outside edge of your back foot, and then softly take left leg out. Oops. and left arm up. Come into wild thing. So left foot behind right leg and then lift the hips up. And then bring the left hand to the floor and thread the left leg under the right leg. Roll onto the inside edge of your right foot. Well done. Love it a lot. Slowly come back and take left leg out behind you. And if possible, lower down onto your forearms. Breathe left leg up higher. And as you exhale, take nose towards your knee. Inhale, take foot up. Exhale, nose to knee. And then take foot up, lift back into downward facing dog. And then take a vinyasa of your choice. Okay, and fold back to down dog. Good job. Pop your knees down onto the floor and take a little bit of a rest for a moment. Big breath in to the back of your body. Big breath out. Good job. Breath in. And some breath out. One more time. Big breath in. And an easy breath out. Good. Start to lift up onto your forearms. So have your forearms on the floor in front of you. Under your toes behind you. And send your heels backwards and lift your knees off of the floor. So you're in a forearm plank. Where possible, walk your toes towards your elbows and come into dolphin. So really push your heart towards your knees. Press your forearms into the floor as strong as you can. And remember, use the floor to move away from the floor. That's it. Well done. Heart towards the knees, tailbone towards the ceiling. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then bring the knees to the floor again and take a little bit of a rest. Bottom back towards your heels. Relax your shoulders. And everything just softens as you big breath in to the back body. And big breath out as you surrender a little closer to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Super soft. Take your time, slowly, gently come round and up to sit. And sit, please, with your left leg straight, right knee bent. And you're going to roll your knee out to the side for Janushasana. We'll take a forward fold and then we'll take a twist, okay? So we're going to fold towards the straight leg. So inhale the arms all of the way up above your head. And then exhale, fold over the legs. And just hang out here. Take an extra breath in. And an extra breath out. Good job. Take a rise up all of the way up. Hands, both of them up into the air. Bring the knee up. Take the foot over the straight leg. You can leave it there like this, or you can bring the heel in towards you, your choice. And then you are turning to your right. So your left arm is hugging your knee and your right hand is coming to the floor and you're looking over your shoulder out behind you. Sit up nice and tall into the spaces in your body. Try not to collapse into the ground. Take an inhalation in, an exhalation out, and then inhale, return. Turn the other way exhale. Return back towards the center, inhale, and release the legs out in front of you. Just give them a little bit of a shake for a moment. And we'll do the other side. So sitting up nice and tall, bend the left knee and take the left foot out wide. On an inhalation, raise the arms up. As you exhale, fold over the straight leg and just come into it to your own measure. We'll stay here for an extra breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up, both arms up. Knee comes to center, take the foot across. And then if you want, you bring the right heel in towards the sit bones. And then this time you're turning to the left and you're looking over the left shoulder. So remember, as you inhale, you rise, the body gets a little taller. And as you exhale and the belly draws in, you find a tiny bit more rotation, but this is done with the breath. You're not forcing it, you're moving with your body. So you're inhaling and the body gets a little bit longer, and you're exhaling more into the rotation. Good, last breath, inhale and exhale. And then softly, slowly inhale back towards the center. And as you exhale, spin the other way. Good. And then inhale to center again and release both legs. Give them a little bit of a shake. And then you've got some time to come into Shavasana. So settle yourself down onto the back of your body. And either fully spread out, fully lengthen, or if you need to spend some time with the knees bent, that's okay. Just breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just let everything fall away with the next exhalation. Breathing in and breathing out. Now let your awareness of the breath disappear. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the second verse is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It means that yoga is the control, the regulation, the channeling, the mastery, the integration, coordination, the stilling, the quietening. That is Nirodha. The vritti are the thought patterns. And the chitta is the mind. So yoga is about controlling the thought patterns of the mind. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. We flow, we receive, we nourish, we soothe. Take one more breath in here, please. One more breath out, long breath out. Take a wiggle of fingers and a toe. Roll your head from side to side. And take a stretch out any way that feels good. When you're ready, you can gather your knees in towards your chest. And slowly come round and up to sit. And we will finish our practice together. Well done, well done, well done, well done. So sitting, fingertips out to the sides, and on an inhalation, raising the arms up, and exhaling, bringing your hands towards your heart center, and we finish with namaste. Thank you so much for coming to join me and us this morning. Well done. Isn't this a novelty? Okay, I know that lots of you have probably got to run because you've got to get to work. I'm looking at you on the iPad over here. It's terrible, isn't it? Maybe what I'll do is I'll come over to here and let's just take this. I'm wondering whether I can turn it back around. Here we go. Can you see me now? Look how red I am. I'm so boiling hot. And it's so boiling. But look, I thought because Anne didn't get here just now, so it's really stormy out here. Well, not, it's actually a lot better than it was. We've had some howling winds over the last 24 hours. So it's been quite a torrential, yeah, lots of rain last night. And yeah, but apart from that, and then this is our lovely Shala. So there's Nia, Roger, and Sarah. They all just joined in the class as well. They're having a wave. Oh. And then there's some of the others just hanging out and chilling out. So yeah, this is our little spaces. So yeah, aren't I the lucky one? Let's bring you down here. So I know that lots of you have got to go because you've got to go to work and things like that. But thank you so much for coming.
It was lovely. Thank you so much.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
Really good.